Hello there, Cancer. How are you today? Let's take a look at what your partner is thinking, feeling, what's going on in their lives today. Any hidden thoughts, motives, actions? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Bottom of the deck here, we've got poker face. Okay, so they are not really showing their true selves to you, right? They're hiding their true feelings. So I think that there's a part of you, Cancer, you're very intuitive, and I think you're sensing that they're not really showing they're hiding something from you, hiding their feelings. Here, healthy choices. Something's gone on where they've realized, or maybe even you have realized, that maybe there are certain behaviors that aren't really serving you. Someone here has an addiction or a codependency towards something, and what they really want is to be able to manifest a future with you. And unfortunately, they know that they've been hiding, maybe lying about something when it comes to this poker face situation here. They may have hid something, maybe an addiction, and they weren't making the healthiest choices for themselves. And I think you know, Cancer, because you're incredibly intuitive, I think you know what it is that they are hiding, right? I think you are letting on more than you want to say. I think you know a lot more than they know. You know. I hope that makes sense. I hope you know that they are thinking that you don't know, but deep down you do. Wow, that came out really jumbled. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck here, what's going on? We've got 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone here is giving a little bit more of themselves into the situation, right? You're offering a lot more of yourself into the situation. Certainly if someone has an addiction, right, or even a codependency, it's always going to be an uneven type of giving, right? There's someone that's kind of slaving away, giving too much of themselves into the situation in order to make it work, right? King of Wands. Wow. So this is someone that's incredibly bold and just very charismatic, has a way with people, can enter a room and really just capture everyone's attention. That's their energy. They know that they're very bold. They know that when they go places, they can get things because of the way they look or their charm. That's their energy here. And they get what they want. And no one has ever told them no. That's the problem with these people. They've always gotten what they want, and they're very satisfied with what they get, because and they'll, they're almost like a petulant child, that's like they will continue to nag and complain until they get what they want. And if they don't get what they want, they're just a holy terror to be around. That's the energy that I'm getting of this individual. There's a part of them that knows that there's going to be a reckoning, a day of reckoning. There's going to be something here that's going to make it's almost like a little come to Jesus. They're going to have to realize what's happening. I think they know deep inside that they're destroying their own lives, especially if there is an issue here with addiction, right? They know deep inside that they're making the wrong choices, but they don't want to admit it. Not everything here is as it seems. There's still a lot of hidden things, maybe some lies that haven't been told to you, Cancer. There are certain things that they're holding back and not telling you. And the way I see it, I don't necessarily read what's in the bottom here, but poker face tells me that they're hiding something. They're very bold and almost authoritative, right? Bossy, almost like a bully. So with you, Cancer, sometimes, you have a very gentle nature about you, and very kind and nurturing, very sensitive nature about you. That be careful here, because is this person bullying you? That's a negative aspect of the Emperor, because now you've got the King of Wands. And then you also have the Emperor. That's a lot of energy here. They know that they're burning themselves out to the point of burnout, of hurting them, harming themselves, right? Because if they are in this trajectory of because of addiction, fueled by addiction, they know that they are destroying themselves, and they're going to get to a point of burnout. You're tired. You're tired. Right? You're tired of giving. You're tired of this relationship being one-sided, right? You keep giving and giving and giving of yourself. There's an inequality here, and this is what we want, is balance. You want reciprocity. But they come in, that's a lot of energy. This is someone that just blazes in, doesn't necessarily think of what they're doing. They do things without thinking about the consequence. They want something, it's impulsive. They want something, they do it without thinking about the consequence. That, coupled with the Emperor and the King of Wands, this is a lot of energy. I think there's a part of them that really wants to have your love and your nurturing, your stability that you provide for them. And I think that there's a part of you that's kind of retracted and pulled back. You're tired. You're not one to give up on someone, but there's a part of you that's tired of giving, of having things be one-sided, and all you're asking for is reciprocity. And I think they're realizing, oops, I made a mistake. There's some fear and guilt here and shame, but they're not going to admit it, right? Sometimes their pride gets too much of them. That's the problem here with the emperors. That's a lot of pride and energy. And so that can be their downfall, is that they don't see the error in their ways. Page of Pentacles tells me that they may offer you an apology. They may offer to want to start something new with you, Cancer. But you have to be very careful, right? Because this is, again, like I said, a lot of really strong, bold energy. And if it's to the point where it's overtaking you and you're not allowed to, you just feel depleted every time, that's something for you to really think about, right? You want to think about what that's doing to you in the future, and that how that's affecting you ultimately. Because, you know, you do have to take care of yourself. Don't just neglect yourself. All right. I just want to clarify. Yeah, you want stability here. You want a stable relationship. And you see this person as someone that you are equal with, that you want to have in your life. You love them. You have love for them. But the problem is there's just so much energy here. And you want to create a future with them that is stable, that is your ideal. Let's clarify here. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. Again, this is the person, you know, they know they've messed up the situation. They've bullied you to death to the point where it's like you're just running away going, I want stability, but this person is just like, I don't know, I'm not sure, you're hesitating. And here they're trying to offer something new again, you know, and you're wondering in your way, in your own special way, is this enough? Is this going to just be a repeat? You know, they want to offer you a new beginning, right? And shower you with affection, because this is what they hope for, is to get you back, because you've always been their rock. You're the one that's fought for them. You're the one that's given so much of yourself to them. You've provided comfort and nurturing to them. They want that back. They know that they've lost it, and they're trying to offer something new with you. The question, though, is the Page of Wands energy is very fleeting. It's not forever, right? This is something that kind of will come and go. Yeah, and they're reminiscing about the past here. They want to continue to create a future with you here, but the problem, because they're reminiscing about the past, the problem is they're trying to charm their way into it. They're gonna that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to charm their way back into your life to see if you will forgive them, because they hope that they can get you back. They're out of their minds here. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, you know, because they don't like the uncertainty, because they think that you've pulled away. Look at that. They really, truly see you as the one for them, just like you see that they are the one for you. But they're almost, you know, with the Emperor and King of Wands and Knight of Swords, this kind of energy would make me think that it's almost like they're obsessed about getting you back. Like it's some sort of challenge to them to get you back. Yeah. They're going to have a little clarity here. A little come to Jesus. Yeah, again, we've got the Devil card underneath, and that's addiction. That's that codependency. That's the unhealthy behavior here. Something's going to kind of snap them out of it. Yeah, they may offer you an apology here, and one of you is walking away. Yeah, there's going to be some fighting, and someone here is going to have to defend their position. The Queen of Swords is all about logic and truth and honesty, and I have a feeling, Cancer, you're going to be this person that's going to like set things straight and say, no, this is what's happening. You know, this is what's happening. This is the truth. And it's my way or the highway. You know, I want some changes and I want it now. Look, energy of the Eight of Wands is very strong. That's movement, momentum. And you may be receiving a message from this person, this apology, a message that they want to get together with you and have a talk, right? And offer you something, an apology perhaps. All right, let's see. I want to clarify the Moon here about the past. What happened here? The Moon is about mystery, things that aren't as they seem, maybe some lies, you know, something like that. Yeah, one of you, so somebody here is not telling the truth, and the other person feels left out. Yeah, King of Swords, there was a confrontation and someone, you know, wanted to deal with this head on. King of Swords, King of Wands, there was a big explosion here of feelings and emotions, and yeah, very passionate heat. That's what I'm sensing. There was a heated argument between the two of you, and now you're both trying to clean up the mess within yourselves. Someone here feels a sense of loss, betrayal, and lots of grief, lots of grief. But know that there's going to be change here, whether you like it or not. The universe has it so that there's going to be a big change that happens between the two of you. And with the status of this relationship, there's going to be a big change coming forward between the two of you. True love, yeah. He senses, or she senses a sense of true love. There's that one-sidedness that I was talking about here earlier, that there's someone here that feels that there's, that it's too late, Maybe it's you, Cancer. I think you've been hurt. Yeah, be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is wherever you are. Be all there. Okay, so that's your message here, Cancer, is that, be present. Don't let anybody bully you, right? Don't let anybody pull the wool over your eyes and make you think, oh, I promise to change, right? But of course, only you will know, because you know this person best. Magnetic connection, yeah, there's a very strong pull, an intensity that draws you to the person, Cancer, because they're incredibly charming. They know exactly what to say, and it's kind of clouding your judgment a little bit here. Let's see if there's anything else that is still unsaid here that you need to pay attention to. There's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? Yeah, again, poker face, right? And then that's that moon card. There's something here that's hidden that and because you're so intuitive, Cancer, is being hidden from you, and obviously you're gonna have to confront that. I keep stepping toward you only to pull away again. Yeah, I think you know what you need to do. Our connection is intense and it scares me. Yeah. All right, so that's what's going on here, Cancer. I think that these cards here are you. This is something that you are, holding deep inside. You're very connected to this person, but it scares you because they are so powerful and almost bullyish in this relationship. Yeah, you've moved on, haven't you? I wonder if they're thinking that of you. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.